As somebody who works in marketing and advertising in the fitness industry specifically, I want to talk about my predictions and my problems with the current state of marketing and advertising and how I see it playing out in the future. The first concept I want to talk about is that there's a balance that needs to be met with ads. Um, I cannot stand watching like NFL games, even though I used to love watching them. Every 2 minutes, it's another commercial break, or sometimes there's a 30-second timeout and there's an ad there. It really takes away from the content, which is the thing that people like to watch, that made it valuable to put an ad in front of it in the first place. Ads are fine. We do advertising, but I think overdoing it is such a turn off for the consumer, and I think it has really negative long-term ramifications for these different companies. Same goes for Netflix and for Amazon, who created these ad-free platforms, and they're now considering putting ads on there. It's the worst idea in the world. Your whole selling point in the beginning was that you didn't have ads on your platform. That's why people signed up. And you had some availability with some shows that people couldn't otherwise get. But the main thing was the ads. I was giving you $15 a month, 10 years ago, and to pay for ad-free, streaming service, and now you're thinking about putting ads on there. It totally defeats the purpose of your platform. Same thing applies to like Instagram. I'm actually a fan of targeted ads. I think targeted ads make sense for both the consumer and the advertiser. Like if I, as a guy was seeing a bunch of ads on Instagram for like dresses and girl stuff, I would think this is the stupidest thing ever. I would rather see more targeted stuff like fitness stuff or whatever, It needs to be targeted in order to make a better experience for both sides of the coin. So I think that's good. But again, if it's overdone, it ruins the experience for the consumer, who really is the actual product. And with like the NFL in particular, like I was talking about, their ratings over the years have gone down, and I can't help but feel like it's because of all the ads that they've been showing. And it's this double-edged sword, because if ratings start to go down, the only way the NFL makes money is through, not the only way, but one of the main ways is through advertising during the game. So if revenue and ratings went down, in order to make up for that lost cash, they have to put even more ads in there. But the ads were the reason that the ratings went down in the first place, or at least part of it. So it becomes this really weird, vicious cycle where now, when you watch the games, it's insane how many ads there are. It's not that I think everything should be ad-free. I work in advertising, so again, I want there to be a thing of advertising. But here's how I would kind of change things. Let people opt out of advertising altogether. I like looking at ads, but I've never bought anything on Instagram, like e-commerce wise. There's a subset of people that buy things because they saw it on TikTok Shop or Instagram or Facebook Marketplace or, whatever. I'm not one of those people, so I could opt out of like e-commerce ads. And some people would never buy anything from Instagram anyway, so maybe they could opt out of advertising altogether. If you could choose which types of ads you could opt out of, that would help you curate your own experience on the app and curate your own shopping and advertising experience as well. And it helps advertisers too, because if somebody has decided they are never going to opt into a form or buy anything from Instagram anyway, then showing them an ad, spending money for CPMs to show them an ad would be pointless in the first place, because they will never make any sort of decision or, purchasing decision either from the ad that they're seeing, because they don't want to do it. So I would personally see that as a win-win, because the advertising experience gets more curated for both sides of the coin, and people that want no part of it do not need to see any ads or partake in it.